Welcome to Lawyers Who Care, the video show podcast that highlights attorneys who go above and beyond for their clients. And on each episode, we will meet a new lawyer and they will share stories of when they went beyond legal counsel for the benefit of their client. My name is Andrew Samalin. I'm the principal of Samalin Wealth, an award-winning wealth management firm for lawyers, law firms, and their clients and their families. So let's applaud lawyers who care and learn from them. Today, my guest is Marie Banks from Schackow Mercadante. Marie is located in Gainesville, Florida, and she practices personal injury law. And welcome, Marie.
Thank you, Andrew. Happy to be here.
Terrific. So, Marie, tell us how you came to the firm. Tell us how you came to the law generally.
Oh, wow. How I came to the law generally. Well, I was actually a TV production major at the University of Florida here in Gainesville. And I had spent some time in New York City and realized in that time that I really didn't want to be a TV producer. And through a series of events, I came to learn about human trafficking that was happening in America. And I'd always thought it just was something that happened overseas, but modern day slavery, it was happening here. So it really piqued my interest and pulled on my heartstrings. And so I decided that I would maybe want to start a nonprofit and work with victims of trafficking, but didn't really know where to begin with that. So thought law school might be a good first step. Ended up at the University of Florida for law school and got married in the middle of all of that. And when I graduated from law school, my husband and I decided we actually really loved Gainesville, Florida. I know you're in New York, but down here, Gainesville is a pretty small town. So most people don't stay in it after graduation. But we had a great community. We wanted to stay. So I honestly just stumbled into this law firm, Schackow Mercadante, through a connection with my brother. He just thought I should meet the lawyers and try to network myself because I didn't know anybody in Gainesville and I needed a job. And so I met with Brian Schackow, and at the time his sister worked here. And I just knew the minute that I stepped inside the building and talked to them, and they talked about, how family was so important to them and they had such a good work-life balance. And then they shared how they helped their clients. I knew I wanted to work here. They didn't have a position available for an attorney, but I, was a bit persistent and said, I will be a legal assistant. I'll do anything, whatever you need. I just want to work with you guys. So I actually started here as a legal assistant 10 years ago and worked my way up. And now I'm a partner as of this year. So it's been a really fun, great journey. And I never thought I would be in personal injury law, but here I am and I love it.
Terrific. And congratulations on your partnership.
Thank
So
you.
you're welcome. So when we were chatting in advance of this podcast, we were thinking about stories to talk about. And, you have a very robust client base and stories, they're always out there. But the thing that I think we landed on was, something that really sets you and or your firm apart. Do you want to maybe talk about that?
Sure, I would love to. So in personal injury, and this was, I bought into this too. I think there's a reputation with personal injury attorneys, and a lot of times we have to overcome that reputation. And I think the reputation is just that maybe we're out to get other people's money and we're just doing things for money. Or you see a lot of advertisements, big billboards, buses, things like that, and it can get a little obnoxious. So something that sets our firm apart is we're small and we really care about the client experience. And so we're a service-oriented law firm. I like to tell people we're kind of like a boutique firm. For people who really want their hand held through the process, that's the type of firm that we are. I love to meet with my clients. I make myself available on the phone or in person. Most of the time, the first meeting I have with a client is that, free consultation that we offer. And just yesterday I had 2 of them, and one of them was an hour and 45 minutes long, just because I want to spend time getting to know my clients and making sure they understand what their rights are and what the process is. And I think that's something that a lot of the bigger law firms can't offer. And it's not their fault. It's just that they have such a high case volume because they're so big. Every attorney has hundreds of clients, and you really can't give that kind of attention to every client. And I think there are people out there who are fine with that. They actually maybe don't want to talk to an attorney all the time. Like they just want someone to handle their case and get it done. And that's great. But if you're a person who really wants the attention and have the connection with your lawyer, it's kind of hard to find these days. And so I think I pride myself in that, something I love about our firm. And for that reason, we're very particular about the kinds of cases that we take on because we want to keep the volume low so we can be available and have relationships with our clients.
It makes a big difference, doesn't it? Because it's, you do this work every single day and you have, I'm sure, a full caseload, but the reality is that one case to that one person is the most important case that they'll ever have.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to understand the people who come to us, they're in crisis. Something's happened. It's very unexpected. Nobody plans to be in an accident and to be injured. It's always, you're in the car, you're on the way somewhere. You're not planning to get injured. So it's an abrupt change in life circumstances, and the process is chaotic. I call it car accident chaos because everything starts coming at you and you've got insurance adjusters calling. And what about my car? Now I don't have a way to get around and I can't work because I'm injured. And it feels like, the world's coming down on you and you don't know what to do. And there are people out there waiting to take advantage of you. So I think it's really important to have somebody come alongside you and, that can really counsel you through the process. And I have found even clients sometimes just need a listening ear. They just need someone to vent their frustration to, or, and I like being able to do that for people.
So everyone, this is the Lawyers Who Care video show podcast. Today, my guest is Marie Banks of Schackow Mercadante. Marie is located in Gainesville, Florida, and practices personal injury law at a very personal level. Marie, for those that want to get in touch with you, can you share us the best way for them to do so?
Sure. We have our office number. It's 352-371-3000. You can call, leave a message for me. That's probably the best way to get in touch.
Wonderful. Everyone, just for the last time, this is Lawyers Who Care video show podcast. If you're an attorney or know one that might be appropriate for this podcast, please feel free to reach out to us at 914-666-6600. That's 914-666-6600. And again, Marie Banks, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.